Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about waterfall model. Waterfall model includes the requirement analysis and specification, design, implementation and unit testing, integration and system testing, and operation and maintenance. So the developer must complete every phase before the next phase begins. This model is named waterfall model because its diagrammatic representation resembles a cascade of waterfalls. Because once one step is completed totally, then only the next phase will begin. So this continuation of phases in a sequence is termed as waterfall model. So we will be discussing all the five phases of waterfall model one by one. The five phases are requirement analysis and specification phase, design phase, implementation and unit testing phase, integration and system testing, and at last operation and maintenance phase. So requirement and analysis specification includes, like, it describes what of the system to be produced and not how. In this phase we have a large document called SRS, that is the software requirement specification document, that is created, which contain a detailed description of what the system will do in a common language. Next is the design phase. Design phase is basically where all the coding and programming is done in a particular programming language, and it defines the overall software architecture together with high level and detailed design. Next is implementation and unit testing. So during this phase, design is implemented. If the SDD is complete, the implementation or coding phase proceeds smoothly because all the information needed by software developers is contained. And during the testing, the code is thoroughly examined and modified. Small modules are tested in isolation initially. After that, these modules are tested by writing some overhead code to check the interaction between these modules. Next is integration and system testing. This phase is very crucial as the quality of the end product is determined by carrying out the testing, and the better output will lead to satisfied customers, lower maintenance cost and accurate result. So this phase is very important. And lastly we have operation and maintenance phase. So maintenance is the task performed by every user once the software has been delivered to the customer, installed and operational. So when to use waterfall model? So there are various circumstances when we use waterfall model. So they are when the requirements are constant and not changed regularly, when a project is short, the situation is calm, where the tools and technology used is consistent and is not changing, and when the resources are well prepared and are available to use. Next, we have the advantages of waterfall model. So this model is simple to implement, and also the number of resources that are required for it is minimal. And the start and the end points of each phase is fixed, which makes it easy to cover progress. And the release date for the complete product as well as its final cost can be determined before development, because we have fixed number of phases and we can easily determine the cost. And it also, like, gives easy to control and clarity for the customer due to a strict reporting system. The disadvantages of waterfall model are, like, in this model the risk factor is high as the model is not suitable for more significant and complex projects, and it becomes tough to go back to the phase. For example, if the application has now shifted to the coding phase and there is a change in requirement, it becomes tough to go back and change it. And since the testing done at a larger stage, it does not allow identifying the challenges and risk in the earlier phase, so the risk reduction strategy is difficult to prepare in this. So this marks the end of this video, and in the next video we will be discussing about the RAD model and various other models of software development. Till then, do like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.